And good evening all. It's only going to be a quick one today because I've been on calls and stuff all afternoon and I'm about done for. So just a quick one, and I'm taking Milo out for a walk and then I'll come back and edit this and upload it. So in post-apocalyptic style news, Netflix had a blip last night on their login service. So if you weren't logged in, a lot of people in Europe at least were struggling to log into the platform. Some people on devices like Apple TVs and stuff like that didn't have problems. Other people struggled massively, but if Netflix went down, I think we'd all just go completely insane. It's become such a mainstay of what to do and watch nowadays that they really need to look at their infrastructure and make sure it's big enough. Listen, Netflix, don't break. Then we've got a bit of gaming news. Microsoft Master Chief Collection got an update last night. It adds the Team SWAT modes into both the Xbox One X, One S and PC versions of the game. So if that's your sort of thing, then make sure you're updated, go download it and run around killing people and blasting and whatever it is you do on that. It looks fairly fun from the videos and stuff I've seen online of it, but it's not my sort of thing. I like single player games. We've got AMD have said that they've had a bunch of code stolen for their current Zen 2 graphics processing unit. The person who stole it put up the leaks late last year of the performance figures and stuff like that onto Pastebin or GitHub or one of them. Anyway, he's actually got the source code for the processors themselves and has threatened to release it up onto torrent sites. How much of a problem that would be for AMD, we're not sure. Whether it be a big security issue, whether it's a problem for people like Microsoft and Sony with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, we're not 100% sure of. I suppose only time will tell if he does release it or not. It'd be interesting to see the code for the hardware of the processor and things like that. It'd also make porting Linux drivers a lot easier, I suppose. But hey. In other gaming style news, we've got Half-Life Alyx. Someone from the community's shown it running without having to use the headset. So like a normal Half-Life game, even with things like the hands being able to be seen on screen and used and stuff like that. It's very clunky and fudgy at the minute and doesn't work very well, but it'll only be a matter of time until the modding community gets to a point where that's playable on its own without a VR system. So for all you people that don't have a VR setup to play it, if you wait around long enough, I'm sure it'll come along that you'll be able to play it from the PC with mouse and keyboard, which is quite impressive. In a piece of good news, Folding at Home announced that they've just broken the exaflop barrier, which makes it more powerful than the top 100 supercomputers on the planet, which, if you think about it, is a horrifically impressive thing to do. Shows what getting a bunch of people with spare GPU cycles on their computers together can do in a moment of need, if you need to. It's really quite impressive. It makes it 10 times more powerful than IBM's supercomputer that they drop out and run at full ball once every blue moon, because it can't be run at full ball for very long or very cheaply, which is why it's not actually classified in the top supercomputers, because it's more of a demonstration piece from IBM than it is a real supercomputer. But anyway, it's still quite an impressive accomplishment. Slack have also said that they've broken records. They've had 12.5 million active online users in this community of everyone working from home. You kind of understand why. It makes Slack obviously quite a popular thing, especially in the IT community. So yeah, that's quite impressive. Microsoft, I'm sure, have seen uptick in Teams usage as well. And because of that, I think the next announcement is kind of on point. They've announced that Office 365 tools are getting cutbacks to them for most people. Some of the EDUs are not affected as much, but there's they're trying to lower the load on their infrastructure and the services, so they're cutting some of the features abilities down on some of their platforms. Stuff like OneNote becoming read-only inside Teams, OneNote sync schedule and stuff like that is lowered significantly. SharePoint Online, back-end processing of videos and images and document upload and stuff like that is going to take longer now. And when you do play videos back on SharePoint Online, they're going to be in lower quality. And the Stream has had its recording quality cut to 720p and its people timeline disabled. So if you use any of those features, they're going to be disabled inside your Office 365 subscription. So it's worth knowing if you use them. Microsoft have also dropped a new version of the Windows Insider build for Windows 10. Mostly the changes are fixes for things like the performance on the indexer, search and indexer, some Explorer fixes, some taskbar fixes, icon fixes, stuff like that. And they've also enabled the new tablet experience for touch devices. So if any of those sort of things affect you, then make sure you pull it down if you're in the insider ring. If they don't, then I suppose you can stick with what you currently have if you don't want to upset your build. And I think that's about it for today. I'm not going to do a what to watch, what to not watch, or whatever. Go back to some of my previous videos if you want suggestions on stuff to watch and things. YouTube videos to join in, or leave a leave a comment down in the comments with ideas of what people can watch. People can pick it up from there. But with that, I'm going to take Milo for a walk, get my daily exercise, and see you all tomorrow. Ta-ra!